Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce my group partner and myself. My name is Anissa Birin binti Ahmad, and my group partner Muhammad Zuhaili bin Abdul Jabbar, Siti Zulaika binti Osman, Nur Izzati binti Johari, and the last one is Siti Musliha binti Nur Azai. Leisure reading is a way for students to be able to take a break from school, work, or all their real-world trouble and dive into a different world. Whether that be fiction or non-fiction, leisure reading gives the reader a sense of control. Reading on your own time and reading what you want to read is a way better feeling than being forced to read. It is something that should be a part of our everyday life and an activity that may have several health and social benefits. Today, we would like to discuss or give the review of the book we had read. We choose novel Dear Mr. Kilmer, wrote by Ashraf, as a book review for today. We choose this book because as it is simple and basically discuss a lot of topics that we think are very important today for our society portrait. It doesn't make you a CC, and we shouldn't treat anyone differently regardless of their background. It gives a spirit to work on our passion and determination in making come true. Next, my group partner will give more information about this book.
Thank you, Sabirin. I would like to continue our discussion about what type of book genre that my group choose is fiction. Fiction is a literature work of writing created from imagination of the author. It may be in the form of novel and short story. So, fiction may include or refer to actual fact or event by the author as a source of inspiration. Although fiction is one of the major branches in literature world, it can be also referred to theatre, cinematic, and musical works. Fiction is the opposite of the non-fiction, which is rated with fact or event, description, observation, and so on. Next, the book my group choose is Dear Mr. Kilmer, because Dear Mr. Kilmer tells the story of a teenager boy named Richard Knight. I like character of Richard Knight because he is kind and caring. The issue when he noticed Hannah was crying after school. He asked what happened to her, and her tell to Richard as someone had scrawled the word dirty hand on her book cover. After that, Richard kept hoping that the war will end before Mr. Kilmer went to Europe. He was also worried that Gus may be killed in the war if he went after graduation. So that's all for me. We will continue our discussion to Izzati about summary of the Dear Mr. Kilmer. Thank you.
Thank you, Musliha. Now I would like to continue this discussion by giving a summary of the book Dear Mr. Kilmer. The story is about Richard Knight, who is passionate about writing poems. He cannot relate well with his brother, who appear very interested in hunting animals and sport. He finds himself unable to kill animals as he finds them beautiful. In school, Richard gets a chance to listen a poem by Joyce Kilmer, impressed by the truth expressed in it. With the support of his teacher, he began a correspondence with Kilmer and also mentioned that he writes poems. This started a beautiful relationship between Kilmer and Richard. Kilmer joined the army to fight the enemy, and he get killed in the war. This is most heartbreaking for Richard, who is shattered by the news. He write a beautiful poem about the pain of losing a friend, and it appeared in the local paper. Richard is the most pleasantly surprised and comforted when his father tells him that the poem expressed well the pain he felt when he losing his brother in the other war. There is mutual understanding as father and son talk over things that had not been mentioned before. Next, I will give to Zulaika to continue our discussion about the moral value that we can learn from this novel.
Thank you, Jati. So now I will talk about the moral value from the Mr. Kilmer's book. That we can learn from the book is we must not discriminate or prejudice against people of different races, because we must show a good example by respecting and appreciating others regardless of skin colors, physical ability or language used to speak, such as the Germans were being discriminated and accused of being German spies. Their term was vandalized because they are German American and they still practice German tradition. Besides, we must have the courage to face what is right. For example, when Hannah was being scolded for winning the role of Lady Liberty fair and square show, how Richard defended her and finally turned down his role as the dog boy in order to show his support for her. We also should be kind, concerned, thoughtful to others, which is everyone must have the nature of love, sympathy and concern for others regardless of race and religion, and tolerate all to create harmony in society. For example, Richard's treatment towards Hannah was she was being discriminated and she was being scolded at for winning the role of Lady Liberty. In addition, we should never be mean or unfair to others, because we must have not giving a negative stigma over something done by another party. It is based on falsified influence by the nature of respect, ill-will, obsession or degrading the reputation of a person or a party. We also need to be fair to everyone by treat them as well without regardless of caste or race. For example, by the Dear Mr. Kilmer books, how majority of Turtle people discriminate and was being prejudiced against the Germans because they are of different race and creed. So, how about you, Zaili?
Thank you, Zulaika. In conclusion, Richard was a good role model for teenagers because he had a good personality. He stuck to his principle to do what was right even faced many obstacles in his journey of becoming quiet. In the end, we can see the bond in a family strengthened when a family supported each other, and of course, Richard has managed to realize his dream.